Next up is one of my favorites, the OG mode, Play Now Online.
Meet your Play Now Online MVP, Jay Off the Rip. We are so excited to welcome Jay to 2K TV. Congratulations, Jay, for winning this 2K TV award for Play Now Online. Over 3,000 wins. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Thank you very much. I'm feeling good. I really appreciate it. Like, I guess all that hard work paid off, you know? There's definitely a good feeling for sure.
All right, Jay, we've seen your numbers. I have to ask, I have to start with this. What's your strategy going into these games? Because you've won a lot of games out there.
Offensively, you know, I just look to definitely push the pace, you know. It all depends on what my opponent's, how he's playing defense, you know. And I just try to attack whatever he's doing. And then defensively, on-ball defense, for sure. Like, I'm always bringing that pressure, you know, just making the opponent uncomfortable. And that's really what I like to do. And that really, it causes a lot of turnovers. And I'm able to score a lot of buckets off of my defense.
I appreciate that we have someone that's focused on.
Coming right up, the Bulls taking on the Nuggets. For the Bulls, the season has not gone as planned. They've only grabbed one win in their first 7 games. Looking to get back on course tonight. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Isaac. Jokic is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Holmes in at the 2. And for Chicago, we've got Gordon. Victor Oladipo is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Anthony, and it's Randall in at the 4. So, Stan, most teams right now are still trying to capture that rhythm, that right rhythm. To coaches, I'm sure it's obvious who has done that and who is still struggling to get that rhythm.
Absolutely, Kevin. On a team-wide basis and on an individual player basis, you can figure out who really understands what's supposed to be happening on the floor. You can see when a team is flowing and everything is working together. But then the hard part is to be consistent with that night after night.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game. Oladipo against Holmes. Lock at 6. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Second chance effort. Here's Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, as a defender, there's only so much you can do when Jokic gets the ball inside.
It's his first trip to the line. Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark, and he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
Williamson dishes to Galloway. And there's the pass to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Williamson. A shot off that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. Here's Oladipo. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Bulls basketball.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. The first player that Coach mentioned was Zion Williamson. He said, we don't see anyone like Zion all year. His power is unmatched, but Zion also has the touch and burst. We have to create a wall around the basket. Now, we've seen Zion play, and I think he's going to break through that wall more than once. Guys?
Thank you, David. Holmes passes to Williamson. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Jokic. Rebound by the Bulls.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And Oladipo kicks the ball. Isaac with some nice D.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
To the left wing. Williamson outside. To stop the drought. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Stan, no one knows Williamson's game more than you. You know it firsthand. Zion's physicality makes him incredibly difficult to defend.
Well, there's no question, Kevin. He's virtually unstoppable going to the basket. But as time goes on, you know everybody's athleticism decreases a little. If he's going to age well in the league, he's going to need to have that jump shot as a weapon.
I'm sure you told him that, didn't you?
I tried.
That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Gordon dishes the ball. And the Bulls with another miss. Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. It's stolen by Oladipo. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Randle. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Nuggets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Back to Isaac. dish now to Williamson. Isaac against Ball. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Williamson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Williamson's got 6 points.
Yeah, you can see Zion's internal clock go off there.
Randall surveying the D. Dishes it to Ball. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, you got to go back to the defensive awareness of Jokic. Got his hands on the ball and got them going in transition.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Will it go? And the rejection by Holmes. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes. Outside for Randall.
Really having a difficult time getting anything to fall.
Can't hit from 12. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
And the Bulls with another miss. Denver leading by 7. Pass to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Well, that's a smart play, taking advantage of the mismatch in close.
So Oladipo will bring it up for Chicago. Williamson outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Chicago. They trail by 9 points. They could use a bucket. Rebounded by Isaac. 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Holmes passes to Williamson. Williamson double team. Pitch has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Chicago calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard in their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some
towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Denver.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Here's Sabonis. Rebounded by Anthony. Bulls trail by 9. And the Denver Nuggets led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it.
He's the game.
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
Here's Galloway. Chicago grabs the miss.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Shed. Back to Anthony. Pass to Shed. Pulls it up. It's rebounded by Sabonis. The Nuggets leading by 7. Now Isaac. He has yet to score. Out left to the wing. Here's Holmes. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
And here is Kispert. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Williamson, the pass to Holmes. Here's Galloway, defended by Kispert. Bulls trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lead. And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Right side, Sabonis. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Zubac is checked in for Denver. Here's Shed, guarded by Holmes. Pass to Mobo. Here's Shed. To the inside. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Denver ball.
And a quick look at some of the numbers for Domantas Sabonis. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Quickly against Williamson. Sabonis kicks to Isaac. 6 to shoot. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Denver ball.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Zion Williamson on top. Second, Ivica Zubac.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
Yep, it counts.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Williamson. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Quickly with it. To the middle. Mobo gets the basket. Mobo's got his second basket of the game.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Anthony against Williamson. Going inside. Got a hand on it. And they're running. Here's Kispert. And the dunk by Kispert.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Williamson, and it's blocked. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Chicago called for the foul.
Well, getting in Zion's way is really a recipe for contact. You know he won't hold back.
Great. One of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
And Anthony gets it to go.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Anthony against Williamson. The pass to Holmes. The tray. They grab their own miss. And Okafor slams it in.
super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Kispert, bounce pass. Here's Anthony. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 8. And we'll get going after this.
26. Fans, please give a big round of applause for GORF.
And hope you enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
So on the floor for Denver, you've got Williamson, Okafor out there with Isaac, and it's Huff in at the power forward.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last.
Taking a look here at numbers for Anthony. Last season's performance for him. Put up about 12 points a game. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Isaac with some nice D.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
To the paint. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Ball against Williamson. It's good. Ball's got his first points of the night.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting a shot off close to the basket.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Galloway's checked in. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Isaac outside. Over Anthony. Ball with the rebound.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Isaac against Anthony. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. Holmes in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Outside Gordon. He kicks the ball. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Denver. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Randall outside. Gordon trying to break loose, and it's blocked.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
Galloway finds Sabonis. Just 5 to shoot. No good. Shot missing. Randall with some nice D. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Wasted no time on that one. Anthony's got his first 3 points of the game.
A decent threat from outside. It's big for Anthony's confidence when he's knocking down those shots.
Sabonis inside. He's covered by Ball.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Anthony can't hit.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Holmes passes to Zubac. Over Randall. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Quickly kicks to Randall. Another three for Chicago.
That's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Holmes against Anthony. Holmes passes to Sabonis. Here's Galloway. Pass to Isaac. Bounce pass from Sabonis. Here's Holmes. Knocks down the 3 ball. Holmes got 7 points for the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Passes it to Anthony. Holmes with the steal. And Holmes throws it down.
I tell you, Isaac has great vision for a big man. He can see over defenders easily thanks to that size.
Quickly the pass to Gordon. Can't get it to fall.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Here's Isaac. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And at 6'11", Isaac's able to take a hit and still get the deuce.
Isaac against Quickly. Outside, Ball. He feeds it to Randall. Clock at 4. A fader. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Randall's got 11 points.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Here's Galloway driving the lane. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Chicago calls timeout. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Dan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
Jokic kicks to Isaac. Back to Jokic. Pass to Sabonis. Now, here's Isaac. Here's Jokic. Mobo with the rebound. Quickly against Holmes. And the rejection by Holmes. Stolen by Kispert. Up again.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so here's Denver. They've led by as many as 11 points. Isaac against Quickly. Here's Sabonis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Denver making a switch here. Off's jacked in.
And like his dad back in the day, DeMontis has an innate ability to process and make quick decisions.
And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Okafor is checked in for Sabonis. Jokic on top. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. 6 on the shot clock. And Corey Kispert is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Denver passing it around. Holmes passes to Isaac. And here is Okafor. Back to Jokic. Jacks up a 3. Big man. Big range. Jokic.
Confident stroke from Jokic. Shot ready on the catch.
There's the pass to Kispert. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kispert's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he got off to a slow start, but now in the second, he seems to be finding his rhythm.
Pass to Holmes. Rebounded by Anthony. Bulls trail by 8. Pass to Shed. Back to Anthony. Oladipo outside. No good from outside. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Passes to Holmes. 1:49 left here in the second. A 3. They get the rebound.
Staying active. Jokic is one of the best offensive rebounders in the game.
Holmes against Oladipo. Kicks to Kispert. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Kispert's got 14 points for the game.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Holmes finds Jokic. Now Holmes. Jokic with it, covered by Anthony. Isaac passes to Jokic. Holmes. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And the pass to Oladipo. Here's Shed. Teardrop shot. And it's Denver with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there. And I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Oladipo outside. Takes a three. That shot off the mark. And so it's Denver ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job.
42.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 9 points. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Love how hard they're going at it on the offensive board, showing some real tenacity every time a shot goes up. They've carved out this lead because of their aggressive mindset. Don't expect that to change in the second half.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Chicago.
They got hammered. I mean hammered on the board. That tells a lot about this game.
And that's a wrap.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been a clinic out there by Corey Kispert.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
Oladipo is out there with ball. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Randall. And it's Gordon in at the 5, patrolling the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Gordon's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Bulls. Isaac passes to Williamson. He dishes it to Galloway. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Right side, ball. Randall passes to Anthony. And stolen by Williamson. Inside, here's Isaac. And Paul with the block.
And Paul using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
The Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Wow. Pass the ball. The feed now to Gordon. Jokic with the steal. Williamson against Anthony. Isaac up top. Back to Williamson. Looking to get back on track here. Another shot. Jokic gets it done right in front. In close.
Oh, great effort. They're fighting for that loose ball. Joker continues to attack the offensive glass.
Pass to Anthony. Over Williamson. Williamson with the block. They retain possession.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Down low. Here's Jokic. Good. Jokic can indeed take a little contact.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Up top, Oladipo. Guarded by Holmes. Oladipo dishes to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Deep 2 from Anthony. Kept alive.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Jokic high post. Back to Williamson. And that one drops. Williamson's got the lead up to 13 now for Denver.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Chicago calls timeout. The amazing Nikola Jokic. Dan, how fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand, constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is dad, Cole Anthony. He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gifts than his dad had. You know, and the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
And now, a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Yeah, you have to really appreciate Williamson's fire and tenacity on the court. Players like him get everyone to increase their intensity.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Holmes, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
3.
Bulls trail by 16. Randall left side. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Chicago making a switch here. Quickly checked in.
Into the game for your Bulls, Emmanuel Quickly.
Outside ball. Now Quickly takes it inside. Can't hit that one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Randall sinks that one from the post. Randall's got 13.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Isaac kicks to Williamson. Jokic trying to free himself up, and Williamson gets it to go. 14 points for him.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Top of the key, Quickly. Bounce pass, Anthony. There's Ball with the 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic just got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. textbook play.
Gordon, the pass to Ball. That's good from Randall on the assist from Ball.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Gordon against Jokic. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here is Anthony. Shot clock at 6. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, Anthony's showing us the spring in his step.
Denver leading by 16. Holmes kicks to Isaac. Passes it to Galloway. That one doesn't go. Randall with some nice D. To the paint. Here's Ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Ball's got his 2nd bucket.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Well, it's a player's league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Isaac outside. Shot clock at 5. Tipped away. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Zubac. The Nuggets with another miss. Bulls trail by 14. Pass to Mobo. Denver grabs the miss. Isaac's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Jokic draws the double. Isaac outside. Sabonis, the pass to Jokic. 3-pointer. A rebound by Shed. Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the 2nd half.
Here's a look at some stats for Ball. How he did last season. He was around 7 points a game last year. 5 assists and 3 rebounds. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
Corey Kispert's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And Denver also making a switch. Ruff's checked in. So, Greg, you played the point. In creative player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Off the inbound. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Randall.
The assist, Alex.
And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. They led by as many as 18 points. Now the pass to Huff. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis.
3 points.
Huff's got 5.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Bulls moving the ball around. Back to Randall. Second shot opportunity, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Zubac.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Randall.
And, you know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Now, here's Isaac. D right on him.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backdoor.
And he trims the lead to single digits. Shedd's got his second basket.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Isaac kicks to Sabonis. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Kispert, and the dunk by Kispert.
How about the instincts on the defensive side from Randall? Excellent job there of getting the steal.
1:33 left in the third. Zubac the pass to Isaac. 6 to shoot. Back to Zubac. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Zubac has got 8 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Randall. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Sabonis. Isaac outside. Shoots from 12. Moves back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Julius Randall picks one up.
Just too much D that time. Sabonis wreaking havoc inside.
The Nuggets have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. Free throw good, Sabonis. And the Bulls with some changes. Anthony comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Anthony. And Denver with a change here, too. Okafor is checked in for Zubac. No good on the second free throw. Bulls trail by 9. Out to the right wing. Here's Shed. He's covered by Isaac. And it's sent back by Isaac. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Okafor. And the shot goes in. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Oladipo against Holmes. From 12 feet out. And that one is off. And so it's Denver. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break.
77.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Sabonis is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Okafor. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Holmes in at the two-guard spot. Okafor kicks to Sabonis. Poked away. One-on-one here. Quickly the pass to Gordon. Over to the wing. Mobo gets the basket. Mobo's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Chicago.
And just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
Here's Williamson. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Anthony's got 4 rebounds in this game. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Galloway's checked in. Denver leading by 8. Williamson looking it over. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Isaac. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Passes it to Holmes. The dish to Okafor. Williamson outside. Looking to get it going. And it's good on the way in.
Well, that contact does nothing to Zion. He's just way too strong.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. A 3 from Quickly. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Quickly against Isaac. Pass to Holmes. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Gordon.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
That's just another level to Zion's game that can make him even more lethal.
Outside Gordon. Anthony kicks to Oladipo. Anthony against Williamson. 4 on the shot clock. The pass to Gordon. Oladipo for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Isaac's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Chicago foul. Victor Oladipo. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Denver. Holmes at the line for 2.
He misses the free throw.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Randall's checked in for the Bulls. Lonzo Ball comes in for Oladipo. Zubac is checked in for Denver. Randall outside. He kicks it to Ball. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Holmes. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. We can feel those Zion dunks over here.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Randall no good.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Anthony against Williamson. Kicks it to Galloway. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
For 3.
Williamson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Shot to stop the run. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And so Galloway with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Ball. Fast break. Here they come. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And the intelligence, his overall basketball IQ, Ball just has a knack for being in the right spot, especially when the break is on.
Williamson against Anthony. Williamson in the post. And it's blocked by Gordon. Randall outside. Ball to pass to Gordon. To the right side. Here's Randall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside, and he's not going to start now.
Julius Randall taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Randall. The Nuggets leading by 10. Pass to Galloway. Buries it down low. Galloway has got 7 points for the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And Anthony gets it to go.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
For Denver, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Isaac kicks to Holmes. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Williamson. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Williamson missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Five on the clock. There's the triple. It's not going to go for him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Williamson up top, covered by Anthony. Williamson, the pass to Zubac, shoots over ball, and that one is good from Zubac.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
Handle outside. Gordon trying to break loose. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Randall.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Denver calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, this percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen on what David Adelman went over with his team. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. It's stolen by Randall. Got a piece of it. Isaac with the ball. Right wing. Holmes kicks to Williamson. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And Ball sets up his teammates when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Here's Galloway. He's defended by Randall. Offensive rebound.
Chicago foul.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Nuggets?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards. And that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
Victor Oladipo, he's jacked in for the Bulls.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Now, here's Holmes. Passes it to Isaac. And no good. Excellent D there from Ball. It's Oladipo on the wing. And Galloway pulls it down.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Bulls trail by 9. Randall passes the ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They led by as many as 18 points. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Heads up, fans. Who wants a free t-shirt?
Jokic has checked in for Zubac.
Jokic.
Here's Isaac. Williamson outside. Pass to Holmes. Here's the 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Bulls got 6 rebounds in the game. Takes it from 10. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Now Isaac. The pass to Galloway. Dishes it to Williamson. Lock at 6. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway has got 14 points here in the second half. Bulls trail by 8. Up top, Randall. Out to Anthony. Oladipo outside. 6 to shoot. Feeds it to Gordon. Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Smooth finish out of transition by Jokic.
Well, he moves like he's in slow motion, but Jokic is lethal in transition.
To the middle, here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Oladipo against Holmes. Chicago grabs the miss. It's Oladipo on the wing. Randall outside. Shoots it. And Jokic with the rebound. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Here's Isaac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal
the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 9.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
And the Bulls call timeout here.
There they are, fans.
They're behind by 9. 43 seconds left in the game.
Substitution on the court.
.43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kispert dishes to Oladipo, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Julius Randle's checked in for ball.
Your Bulls. Julius Randle.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth, and it's denied. Now here's Williamson, defended by Kispert. The shot's good, and the Nuggets lead by 11.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Third team foul.
No good on the free throw.
Well, we all know Cole Anthony can score the ball, but he deserves more credit for his defense. He's a high-energy player who likes to make things difficult for opposing guards.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And here is Holmes. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Nicola, coach has talked about the growth of your leadership. What's gotten you to be more vocal?
I just want to help my teammates. I think if I say something, they're going to listen to me. I just want to make them better, so I'm just going to do that.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is...